Yo guys, what is up? El Hugany here. Welcome to another behind the scenes. Today we're showing behind the scenes of Sister Location the musical. Now I am in the first stage. I don't actually have lyrics done because the game hasn't actually come out yet. Well, by the time you watch this video, it will have been out. But when I'm working on the song, I know the game's coming out in a few days, so I thought I would get a head start and do the instrumentation. Though I don't have lyrics, I do know what song I want to parody. It's the song Push It to the Limit, the original song created for the 1983 Scarface film. And so right now I have GarageBand open on my computer, and I got my keyboard, and I am ready to record. So let's lay down some keyboard track and start layering that shit up, make ourselves a song. All right, so I'm here at the keyboard, and the first thing I'm going to record is that epic keyboard line. It's basically like the main hook of this song. So let's see if I can. The song's in C minor, so let's see if I can remember correctly. That's it. All right, now I gotta. Was I recording? Ah, fuck! I wasn't recording. All right, do it one more time. Recording. The other thing that's really important for me to record in this song is that little lick right at the beginning of the chorus. It's like doo. So I have a big electric lead guitar part set up. So I'm going to record that now. I think it's. Yep. All right, that's it. Except for I need to record it with. I believe on the last note it doesn't change notes. It just morphs down. So it's like doo. So I got this little keyboard morphy thing over here. I don't know if you can see it. It's this thing. Move it up and down. So I will move. Shit, let me position my camera. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna morph that thing after I hit the last note. Booyah! That's what I'm talking about. So now it is October 8th. The game is out. I got the lyrics written, all done, and I'm gonna get ready to record. Now I got some auto-tune on, so skip forward because your ears might bleed because I'm gonna be singing without it. But yeah, it sounds good on here, so I rest my case. So let's do this. Let's record the first part. Hopefully I don't fuck this up. Working as a night watch, late I'm pulling graveyard shift. I need the money or I'd split from this nightmare. Okay, let's see if I can do this first try. If I can't do it all in once, I'll do it line by line. All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Working as a night watch, late I'm pulling graveyard shift. Need the money or I'd split from this nightmare. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna go through the rest of the song and do that, and then master the levels. And then it's time to start animating. After recording the song, the next step is to use my Wacom Cintiq tablet, which allows me to draw directly onto the screen, and Adobe Flash to draw and design all of the characters and all of the backgrounds for the animation before I can actually start animating. So here's a couple of examples, though I have sped it up quite significantly because the process can take quite a long time.
Now I'm doing the flash animation. So here we have Marky Moon. You can double click on him. And when I designed his character, I moved everything into layers. So we have everything separate here. So it's easier to control. So I have his arm, his head, his neck, his body, legs, other arm. And so usually the first thing I do is do the lip syncing and everything, because within these layers there's sublayers. So if you go into the head sublayer here, Marky Moo's got one layer for his eyebrows, one layer for his eyelids, and if you double click on that, I have, if we let me get into the head. Okay, this isn't working out exactly as I planned. Okay, here we go. Let's double click on his lids here. Yep, and I have 8 different positions of his lids, so that way I don't have to redraw them to save time. So I have 3 different opening and closing, and then 2 sort of relaxed or sort of not giving a shit expressions, and 2 sort of extreme positions here. And based on how the dialogue changes, I'll have him blink or close his eyes or strain his eyes, or and then I'll also work on the mouth, and within the mouth I have 22 separate layers. I have 12 mouth movements with smiley, and 12 mouth movements sad or scared or angry. And I remember what each of these are, so as I go through the timeline, because it's 24 frames for each second, I listen to the sound frame by frame, and then I pick which of those mouth layers, because they're numbered 1 through 22, so I can click on this layer of the mouth and see this is frame 2. And then for the next one, I need the teeth to still be showing, but the mouth to open more, which is frame 7. So I go to that frame, create a keyframe here, and move to frame 7. And then I go through and sync it. It takes a long time for all the mouth pieces. And then I go through and add the eye movements, the eyebrow movements. And then I back out of this layer, so that's all pre-animated in the head layer, and then I do all the body movements with the head layer already animated. So in this case, it's him making this gesture. And this hand gesture of the right arm here is within the arm layer of his right arm. Well, I guess it's his left arm, but to us it looks like it's on the right. That's how I labeled it. And I have a pre-animated movement here. So then I just go back out and sync it to what seems like the appropriate time to have that movement in the timeline. And then if you zoom out to one layer above that, then I actually have Mark walking into the room by creating a tween from this position to this position, and then I have him bobbing up and down in between to mimic walking. But since the camera frame will be the bottom of the frame will be above his legs, there's no need to actually animate his legs in this sequence, though sometimes there are, such as the sequence when he's crawling through the air vent. And then if you zoom out one more layer, then from here I actually do the actual camera move, so I tell the camera to follow him. And that's that for this part. And then it's similar to when I'm animating the characters playing instruments. I have them, I'll have to move each body part frame by frame to make sure that, say, every guitar strum or every drum hit is right at the right time on the timeline, so it syncs up and looks like they're actually playing. So I finish all these parts, takes quite a while, and then I export it all into PNG sequences, and I bring the files into After Effects for the final part of production, the post-production. So now we're in After Effects doing the final part of production, the post-production. So here I have my PNG sequences, and as you can see, for example, this wide shot of Circus Babies Rentals and Entertainment, I have 2 layers that I exported out of Flash. I have the foreground, which is the sign here, and then I have the background, which is the rest of the shot here, the building, the background, the moon. And I'm going to add some things to this shot to make it just make it stand out a little more. So make it feel more vibrant, more creepy. So the first thing I'll do, and also give it sort of elements of real life. So for example, the foreground here, you'll notice that the sign if you're actually looking at a sign that was very close to you and then a background, one of them would most likely be out of focus. So since we're focusing on the actual building, I'm going to make the foreground here have a bit of a blur. Let's turn on Gaussian blur, and that makes it give the illusion that it's more in front and we're focusing on the building behind, which would make it more out of focus. And then I'll go into the background layer here, and I'm also going to add a lens flare on the moon to make it feel more bright and vibrant and more grounded in the environment here. So I will add a lens flare. There we go. Looks a lot better. And then we'll add some rain effects here. So we're going to add some CC rain on the background and on the foreground. There we go. Already looking much better than before. And finally, we're going to add a little bit of smoke. Now I have this pre-recorded effect called Wisp, and I'm going to turn that on, and that's going to create a layer of fog between the two layers. There we go. And yeah, now it's looking a lot creepier. So I add these sort of post-production effects throughout the entire animation, and then export it to a QuickTime file and upload it to YouTube. And that does it for the post-production. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching Behind the Scenes. Be sure to watch the finished video by clicking the link, and please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, both behind the scenes instructional videos about animation as well as the animations I create. And also be sure to check out my second channel if you're interested in seeing more content. We have video blogs, gaming videos, and a lot more. So, and of course, follow my social media accounts. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions. I'll try to answer as many as possible. And I will see you next time. This has been El Hugueny. Peace out. You have a beautiful day.